Rem, millisievert, becquerel, counts per second, counts per minute. These are some of the more commonly used radiation units. Before we look at the radiation units, we assume you are already familiar with the prefixes. If not, we strongly recommend you brush up on the prefixes. An illustration is shown in this table here. Feel free to pause the video. The most common units for measuring dose and dose rate are sievert and rem, either as accumulated dose or dose rate per hour. Sievert is a large unit, so the use of the prefixes milli or micro is common. Typically, when working on multiple sites with different units, it is better to follow the site's use of units and not convert them back and forth. Most are standard and universally used, even if displayed in a different unit. For example, the International Commission on Radiological Protection, ICRP, sets guidelines for exposure adopted by the global nuclear industry. If you ever want or need to convert, the conversion is straightforward once you have a reference value. ICRP set a limit on the effective dose of 20 millisieverts per year, averaged over 5 years, i.e., a limit of 100 millisieverts for the full 5 years, with the further provision that in any single year, the effective dose should not exceed 50 millisieverts. So to make it simple, look at the ruler here. The limit of 50 millisieverts for one single year is equal to 5 rem. The limit average over 5 years is 20 millisieverts per year, which equal 2 rem. So following this logic, you quickly understand 1 rem is equal to 10 millisieverts. Counts per second, counts per minute, becquerel, disintegration per minute, disintegration per second. Contamination meters in Europe often measure in CPS, counts per second, and in North America, CPM, counts per minute, is more common. CPS and CPM measure the rate of detection events registered by the measuring instrument per second, respectively, per minute. CPS and CPM limit values are set to that particular instrument type, so you cannot compare it with a different instrument or detector size by default. Always refer to the value set for the instrument you are using. Disintegrations per minute, DPM, and disintegrations per second, DPS, both measure the activity of the source of radioactivity by considering the instrument's efficiency. Even though the efficiency has been considered, different detector sizes will show different values and are not directly comparable. 1 disintegration per second is equal to 1 becquerel per second. Becquerel is defined as the activity of a quantity of radioactive material in which 1 nucleus decays per second. For surface contamination, you will often see becquerel per centimeter square. Becquerel per centimeter square is a representative value that is easier to compare between various instruments since it has already considered differential factors, such as the instrument's efficiency, the detector size, etc. In the back end, the health physicists are doing a rigorous evaluation of each instrument before approval for use and setting the limit to comply with the regulatory limits. Feel free to reach out if you want further information. Nuvia is your lifecycle partner for highly regulated environments. We work to build a safer, cleaner and sustainable world.